What up, Blossom Bun? What up, L Trevor? What up, Mint? Abigail. Right now we're drawing Celtic. I said I'd do that last stream. I just got done watching a challenge video for Final Fantasy VI. I now see why some people were saying I was crazy for trying to play Final Fantasy VI in a very short time frame. Because I said the 25th I was going to be getting Final Fantasy 16. I'd like to finish Final Fantasy 6 before that. People were saying I was crazy for thinking that. I now know why those people were saying I was crazy. This game would have taken me months to finish. Like, I would have been playing Final Fantasy VI for fucking months. And I frankly don't have the time to just play one game consistently for months at a time. However, I will be returning to Final Fantasy VI at a later time. Sadly, my SNES Mini has completely and utterly stopped working. I can't even get it to turn on anymore. I have no idea what the issue is. I've switched out the power adapter many times to try and figure out what the problem was. I even got a new HDMI cord. That thing is done for. It finally ticked over and it died completely. So, no more SNES Mini stuff. However, I do have some old stuff on my Wii that I could play, like Mario RPG. Which would be fun, I guess. But, yeah, it's a bit rough that I was thinking I could beat this game in just a week. I naively thought I could beat Final Fantasy VI in a week when I was going slow as hell in the game. And I thought when I got to the scenarios that I was maybe already a fourth of the way through the game. No, I could not have been more wrong. I had not seen a single thing on the game, but considering I wasn't going to be able to play it for a very long time, I decided, fuck it, I'll watch something on it. Oh my god. Did you name him Ray Ray because Outer told you to? Celtic is so freaking pretty. You could just call her Cell. She actually goes by Cell. She does not like being called Celtic, but her name is Celtic. You could also just call her Kel, but she prefers to be called Cell. Perfect Cell. I don't know if that's a reference to something. Anyway, yeah. So Final Fantasy VI is going to be put on a massive, massive delay. And I have to, honestly, if I have to go back to the game, I have to completely restart it. Which I also don't really want to do. But I have to, since my console died. Okay, so now that we have all the lines, you know, nice and tuned up. Man, it is hot as hell in here. What the fuck? Like, goddamn. I'm gonna turn my TV off for now. Like, I haven't even seen the end of the game yet. I didn't even finish up the challenge video because I wanted to stream instead. But I cannot believe I looked at that game and went, I could do that in a reasonable amount of time. No. No, I cannot do that in a reasonable amount of time. Anyway, if anyone has any questions about Celtic, go ahead and ask. Or if you want to hear some other things on Celtic too, you could always watch the previous stream. I doubt this stream will do well, considering we only have 9 viewers. But we'll see. How do you do art streams? Well, first things first, I just set my camera up like this, and then I face it down like this, and I get a piece of paper and I sketch. It is not a very hard concept. Anywho, can you guess what's on my team? We were shown in your GTA Live. Let's see. I like your art style? Thanks. Where'd you get your sketchbook? This one was a gift to me. I don't know where they got it. What are you guys even talking about? I may be trying to do sometime this week. I will probably start doing Super Mario RPG or 64. And that depends on if the third-party classic controller I got works. It's very likely it will not. It is raining really hard outside right now. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. It's 7:55 for me. I'm 2 hours behind you. $7.56 for me. Yeah, same here. Like I said, this has been one of my worst streams so far. Not really sure how long I'll keep this one going. Seems that when I'm not drawing certain female characters with obsessively large assets, they don't gain any traction. Is that a new character? Actually, she's a character I've had for a few months now. Her name's Celtic. She looks like a lot like Penny Parker. Who the fuck is Penny Parker? Any tips on how to stay home from school? Break your leg. This is Celtic. This is my character, Celtic. Can you speak Spanish, please? I'm a... What? I don't even know how to speak Spanish. I can't even... Like, I don't know anything about Spanish. Why do I have to speak Spanish? All right, see you, Abigail. He looks gay. This is a woman. Peace, RC, Abigail. I'm Spanish, but I don't speak English. And there we go. Celtic. Yeah. I actually really can't wait to start playing Final Fantasy 16 when I get it. Amazing drawing, thanks. For those of you who want to know more about this character and all stuff outside of streams, you can always join the channel Discord, which I have not promoted in a bit. You can join the channel Discord by going to my community posts and checking them out there. You can find the link to the Discord through there. How long did it take you to make the drawing? Well, before... It took me about 20 minutes to make this while watching something. And then to actually... I was shading it in for stream, as it took me a bit to get this down. And, well... I just finished it about a minute ago. Anywho, I mean, if you want to see more of this stuff, you could always subscribe to get the notifications for it. I do go live every single day. So, multiple times a day. See ya, Blossom Bun. Anywho, this has been one of my worst streams because I usually have upwards of like 300 something people sometimes. So, but I really do hope that you guys are enjoying the content that I've been putting out the past few days. I've been really trying. All right, see ya. Yeah, see you, Garu. Or Gore. Chat is so dry, though. Yeah, today, just right now, chat's quiet. See, what I drew last stream got so much attention. Everyone was literally ready to rip my throat out. And then when I draw something that's a little more normal, nobody gives a shit. So it's like, what do? Do I draw the things that get everyone's attention, but they hate me for it? Or do I draw the things that nobody cares about? Our eyes are a little dark. I'm going to shade them slightly. There we go. That actually looks pretty good. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Jonathan. I don't know who Penny Parker is. I lost the Kiram. Oh, that sucks. Celtic's a pretty simple character in her human form. She gets a lot more interesting when she gets the Black Kitson spirit and stuff like that. So maybe shit, maybe I should try and draw that next for a short or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, English only, please. Yeah, I saw somebody No, I don't want people speaking Spanish here. This is an 18 plus English stream. I can't read any other languages. Time Brunella out for 10 minutes. I don't speak. Then why are you still watching? You're telling a guy that speaks English to speak Spanish. That's not right. I'm saying if you're going to watch, you should try at least speak the language so I can understand you. I ate pizza. I ate pizza earlier, actually. It was okay. It was really, really greasy, and greasy, really like super greasy food gives me like acid indigestion and heartburn. Anyway, hello guys, I'm here. What up, Jaslyn? Not sure I'm gonna make this stream go all the way to an hour. I had a sneaky link with Epstein. Can we time that person out for 5 minutes that said Epstein? Don't be bringing that guy into my chat. That guy's a fucking weirdo and a creep, and he deserves to die. Ban that person for 5 minutes. Or time them out for 5 minutes. I just got here. Yeah, what up, Jaslyn? Peak drawing blunter, yeah. I was like, I'll draw Celtic, because Celtic later will get a different form as well. Any of you got crayon? What? Man, the rain is coming down super, super hard. We got snow the other day for like an hour, and then it melted. That looks inappropriate. How is it inappropriate? In what way is it inappropriate? She is completely clothed. There's no suggestiveness with it. She's doing the most idle pose. How is it inappropriate? There's nothing about it that's inappropriate. This is like the most idle pose a character can have aside from a T-pose. So what? She has her hand on her hip. She is completely clothed. There's nothing going on. She's smiling at you. If a girl smiles at you and you take that as a hint she wants to fuck you, dude, there is a problem there. You need to get better signs, buddy. Well, then, why are you staring at her chest, man? Okay, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight real quick. Your idea of being inappropriate. So if a girl walks into a mall, but her breast size is just larger than average, but she's completely clothed, somehow she's just inappropriate by existing. A guy goes into a gym, but he's got a bit of a fatty going on down there. That's inappropriate. Somehow, if somebody, like, dude, that's so, like, such a, it looks inappropriate. There's nothing wrong with it. Who just said smash? That's crazy. Can I donate? I don't have super chats on. I really should get those on. Like, I need to actually stop procrastinating and get those on soon. You can't donate. Not right now, at least. I don't have anything turned on. Anywho. I'm not hating. I think this is good. That's the first time I've seen you chat. Why do you draw this? This is bullshit. Fuck you, Aaron Hall. Yo, can we get a ban on Aaron Hall? They look like they eat glue for a living. Hey, Gateway, I'm not breaking any fucking rules, dude. I'm really not. But they haven't been in any weird poses or anything like that. They're fully clothed. So... like, what the fuck? Can you make a tutorial on hands? Okay, hands are a little interesting because they can be one of the worst. Yeah, by the way, this is an 18 plus stream anyway, so you shouldn't even be in here if you're under 18 plus. But I tell YouTube, hey, kids are not allowed on here, but YouTube doesn't listen and just proceeds to just say fuck you to me. It doesn't matter. YouTube still asks me, is this content made for kids or adults? That question should matter. It's not my fault. YouTube decides the question it asks me no longer matters. It is not my fault. If a child gets in here, that's on YouTube's fault. They asked me if the stream is made for kids or not. I say no, it's made for adults. If a kid gets in here, that's YouTube being fucking lazy with its moderation. That's not my problem. I like the art, thanks. There's no song playing. There is no sound going on out there because the people out there are asleep. My TV's off. There's nothing playing. I got sick again. Oh, it sucks. Do you take requests? Not anymore. I just don't get people who can look at my art and just the first thing goes, this guy's art sucks. I don't know. Also, I like those people that come in here sometimes and occasionally they're like, yo, no disrespect, but your art's kind of shit. Like, what do you mean by that? That's still disrespectful as shit to say to somebody. Draw Felix from SKZ? I don't even know what that is. When do you do lives? I usually try to do them 2 or 3 times a day. However, I slowed down to 2 times a day just because I'm sick. Like, I'm pretty sick. I'm really sick, so... What is happening in chat now? Yeah, I don't get the point of people who come in here and say, no offense, but your art's kind of shit. Like, how is that not supposed to mean how is that? How am I supposed to take it as like no offense? You're insulting me. Can you make a guide? Sometime. A guide on drawing hands. The way I do hands is I take a picture of my hand in whatever pose I want it to be, and then I angle it the way I want to do it. So like if I wanted to do this hand, for example, even though this was really easy, I didn't need anything for it, I would just pose my hand in this position and take a picture of it. It's like the easiest way to do it. I can't breathe through my nose because I'm sick. That sucks. I hate not being able to breathe through my nose. That's good advice. Thanks. What type of pen are you using? I'm using like a Walmart bought mechanical pencil for like 2 cents. It is like the easiest shit to draw with. Answer me? What do you want me to say? You haven't asked a question. That's pretty good in this economy. Yeah, I mean, 2 cents for a pencil. Why the fuck she look like that? Because she does. Finally, I caught you streaming. I'm literally at school. Why are you at school? You should be focusing on your classes. Not watching some shitty streamer stream his shitty drawings. Quit being impatient. You're not the one drawing. Thank you, Addison, I guess. Nah, I mean, it's lunch. Still. She looks pretty. Yep, that's Celtic. Eventually, she gets a new, complete look. Yeah, I like to try and be a chill guy. I get a little angry with playing video games, but I feel like that's everyone. The games I've been playing lately, though, sometimes they make me angry. I would like to continue Final Fantasy VI, but that piece of shit over there stopped working completely, so I'm out of luck with that. I liked playing Final Fantasy VI a lot. What do you mean it was a joke? You don't have to be rude about it? What do you mean? You play T-Mod Loader? I would love for T-Mod Loader to come to console. That shit would be awesome. I fell down concrete stairs today. That sounds fun. Have you tried playing Battlefield 6? I'm poor. I don't own Battlefield 6. Who the fuck is screaming outside? What the fuck is happening outside? It's like 2 guys screaming at each other in a car. I just got 70 subs today. That's pretty good. You're on your way up there to the big leagues. I got 30 subs today. You're on your way to the big leagues. I can hear the screaming very slightly. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. They're gone now. But like, dude, it's like 8 o'clock at night. Why are you screaming? I'm at 2,120 subs. You're doing great. You're almost there. I'm about to hit 2K. I have 27 subs with no vids at all. That's actually insane. Did you take art classes? Yeah. In high school, I took art. I took Studio Art 1, Studio Art 2, Studio Art 3 Advanced, and Studio Art 4 Advanced. And then I took an even more advanced class. I became his pupil. So, yeah, I took a lot of art classes, and then I tried getting into an art college, and they looked at me dead in the eye, the person who was interviewing me for it, see if I can get in, and told me my artwork lacked quality. I submitted over 65 pieces of my artwork, and they told me it was shit. I'm finna go to bed soon? You mean gonna go to bed soon? Is the person gonna draw something else? Probably not. I usually draw one big thing for stream, and then I just chat with you guys, because if you read the title of the stream or whatever, or the thumbnail, it says draw and chat. So if you want to leave, you should just do it now. Is the person self-taught? I am mostly self-taught, but I did get a lot from my friends, which I mean only basically girls, because they were the only ones that drew. All my friends who were boys wanted to play nothing but rugby when growing up. I hate rugby. You have tips for getting subs? Be entertaining. I need advice on how to get verified as YouTube faster. Okay, here's the thing, goofball artist. To get verified, you need to meet one big threshold and then meet one of 3. The first thing is you have to hit 1,000 subs. That's required. What do you mean verified by YouTube? It means making money. Are you a Discord kitten? What the fuck does that even mean? Nice drawing, thank you. No, Mint, you are so wrong. Mint, you have clearly not been looking at... See, I have spent like a month and a half looking at it. No, the requirements you need to meet before actually being able to do YouTube as a job is hit 1,000. You need 1,000 subscribers minimum, and then you need either 4,000 hours of watch time or 3 million views on your shorts. Now, the 4,000 watch hours you need to get within 365 days. Otherwise, they start not becoming valid anymore. Yeah, I don't know what the fucking Discord kitten is. And then you need to either have 3 million views on shorts within the last 90 days for it to be valid. I have a scholarship in art. I would like to get a scholarship in art, but I'm out of school now. Will you soon turn it on to think so I can donate? I plan to turn it on. I just don't know how to turn it on. Have you ever tried boba tea? I think I'd choke on it and die. Your art looks so cool. Don't quit. I'm not going to quit. I plan to keep going. But today, this is all we're doing. We did Zoe and Malcolm last stream. We did Celtic this stream. She's definitely a lot smaller than Zoe and Malcolm. Can you guys hear me? Okay. On my screen, everything went black for a second, and it like scared me. Okay, so as long as y'all can hear me, we're fine. Anywho. You know, since we're here, I could show off last stream real quick. If I can lift the fucking book. So we did Celtic this stream. Last stream. I got a lot more viewers last stream because I did this, and yet everyone hated me. Oh yeah, I was showing a tutorial on how to do, like, definition on torsos and stuff like that. I just was doing a small tutorial before the end stream. So we did Zoe and Malcolm last stream, and here is Zoe and Malcolm. I don't want to be on this page for too long because I'm scared I'm gonna fuck it up. So there's Malcolm. There's Zoe. We got a lot more in this too, but I'm not gonna go through it all because I'm not feeling like flipping through all the pages right now. So forgive me because I don't want to go through all the pages right now. But we got a lot of other characters like Balder and Sarah and all that stuff, and some Corinthian bad guys. Like, we got a lot of stuff, but today, or just this stream, we worked on Celtic. She looks beautiful. Thanks. I color my art whenever I do digital stuff. I was plot twist earlier. I see. Very interesting. Who the fuck is saying smash? I don't know. That's crazy. Over our drawing, that's crazy. Yeah, people send me death threats over some of my drawings, so... Are you a finger artist or digital? What? What the fuck does finger mean? Like, what do you mean finger artist? How did you develop your art style? Over 15 years of drawing. "15 years of drawing got me my art style." Oh, I do mainly digital art, but I do physical art of my digital stuff. So all these things you see in my sketchbook, I have a digital version of. This is just porn. I'm reporting your stream. How? How, dude? You're fucking weird. Yo, can we get a ban on that one guy? Can we get a fucking ban on him? Like, permanent ban? What the fuck, dude? Fuck it. How is this point? I don't know. She could be fully clothed, doing the most basic of poses. Her hand is on her hip, and the other hand is like right here. She's fully clothed, got a jacket on, there's nothing going on, and somehow this is porn. That's crazy. Stream already reported have fun creep. I'm not breaking any rules. That's fucking nuts. I'm learning how to animate properly at 19. I'm 19. I don't even know how to animate. Yeah, I don't know, man. That guy was on another fucking level. If a girl smiling at him is a suggestion for something, I don't know, man. I'm scared to see how that guy is like normally, because like I guess if he even sees a woman, it's just you're a porn star. Ah, I mean, he just has like a fucking fit. You shouldn't exist. Like I cannot imagine that guy talking to his mom. I can't believe you had sex to make me. Or I can't believe you had sex. You wouldn't be here otherwise. God, at that point, I just want to tell him you're adopted. This is all usually digital art. I have a digital version of this drawing that I drew like this. I just used it as reference when making this. If you want to see the colored digital versions of these images, go and join the channel Discord. It's linked to my community posts. You can find it there. You can ask me questions, play games with me, all sorts of stuff. We can also simply, just chat like regular people. What influenced your art? My girlfriends. Man, I'm still kind of blown away at that. What do you mean this is born? Like, that's crazy. Your art is the drug that keeps me alive? That's nuts. Reminder not to say your age. Yeah, do not say your age, because if you're under 18, you get banned. So I'm just going to assume you are 18 if you are in this stream. And if you're any younger, please remove yourself. Or just don't say your age, and let's just assume you're 18. Because YouTube said or asked me, is the stream made for adults? And I said, yep, adults only. So what up, Juliet? What up, Starry the Clown? What the fuck is happening outside again? God damn. Yeah, that's what happens when you talk too much when you're sick. I'm sick right now, and I kind of want to go to bed. Because I want to eat. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . I just typed the real Blunter Boy. What? And you spelt it like I did and everything? You went and renamed your channel after mine. Because there was nobody on this fucking website whose name was Blunter Boy. I even checked. I wanted a unique name. You went and named your channel after me. Been here for a few months. Dude, I literally made sure there was nothing that had to do with Blunter and Boy. You even put the boy like I did. Think that you're your #1 fan? That'd be crazy, dude. Your name probably isn't even Hunter. That's where I get Blunter. The real Blunter Boy. That's insane. There was nobody on this account since 2020. I created this account back in 2022 because I used to just have a bunch of different things I watched YouTube on. But I created this channel back in 2022 and I checked everywhere because I wanted to make sure nobody had my name. And I never found anyone with Blunter Boy. That's fucking insane. Also, if your story is true that you searched yourself up, why are you searching yourself up? The real Blunter Boy, you joined YouTube 4 months ago. Man, people are giving me confirmation. You're trying to copy my name. Trying to figure out how to make a channel? Here's a news flash. Make your name unique. Don't go and copy another person's name. Yeah, try to make your name unique and don't copy another YouTuber that's been here for a few years. That's so fucking stupid. The real Blunter Boy, you can't make yourself more obvious. No, you know how I can tell you're lying? You know how I can actually tell you're lying? Because you had to go emphasize that you're the real Blunter Boy. What up, ma'am? That's like a weird-ass name, but alright. I'm doing fine. I'm a little tired. I'm a little sick. But that's how I know that you saw my name, saw one of my streams, and decided to copy me. I see people like you all the fucking time where they see another channel and they decide to name themselves the real version of that channel. Like, I saw a guy named Dark Smoke. I watched a guy called Dark Smoke a lot, and then one day, suddenly a new channel popped up called The Real Dark Smoke. You're not special. The drawing is cute, thanks. I also know that you're lying because nobody would ever put BOI. Like, your lie has, like, dude, you're trying to go so far with this and it's not working. You put a space in between it. You spell it you spell it the exact same way. You put BOI instead of BOY, and you put the real, like, you have to emphasize you're the real one. That's so fucking funny. I'm not even mad. It's funny. I just don't get why you're trying to gaslight me. Reel isn't even an actual word that you would use to describe something. You're reeling in something means you're pulling something. Note to self, if you're trying to figure out how, like, if you're trying to figure out how to start a channel, don't go copy another YouTuber's name. The Real Blunter Blacksmith? Why not name yourself that? I've been around for longer. What do you mean I'm the one copying him? Who the fuck just said I'm copying him? I've been around longer. If he's only been around for 4 months, I've been around since 2022. And who goes and searches himself up? That's like Elon Musk searching himself up to make sure he's still the richest man in the world, like a fucking narcissist. And then there's a guy that called the OG Blunter Boy in here. See, this is how I know it's a fucking joke. There's no fucking shot in any way, in how, any shape, form, that 2 other people named Blunter Boy find my streams. There's no shot, and they're both the real, spell I-R, or R, fuck, my God, I suck at spelling. Real as in, I'm the real one, and the OG. This is crazy. Because, I want you to go check the OG Blunter Boy real quick. Go check the OG Blunter Boy. I bet his channel hasn't been around for more. You don't even have a profile picture. The real versus the OG versus just Blunter Boy. That's insane. I want somebody to really go check the OG Blunter Boys, as I bet he literally just switched his name to that. The OG Blunter Boy probably hasn't even been around for more than a week. No, I'm not talking about you, the real Blunter Boy. See, your picture does kind of help you. Except it also doesn't. I'm talking about the guy that has no profile picture and is called the OG Blunter Boy. I searched OG Blunter Boy and you popped up. That's crazy, dude. That means his channel it doesn't even exist. And I'm the one that's stealing shit. That's insane. Mint Dragons, I want you to go ahead and just ban the other two Blunter Boys. I'm done with this fucking rage baiting shit, actually. It was funny at first, but then it's just like, dude, they're trying to mess with me. I really did find you by coincidence. I really don't know how much I want to take that seriously. Your profile picture sure defends your story, but it's the fact that you went with real as it can be and BOI. It just does not make any sense. And then you just so happen to find me. The OG Blunter Boy, dude, he is probably like an actual fucking loser. What if I name myself the actual Blunter Boy? Then I'm gonna quit YouTube. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end stream. I'm so fucking. I'm a little done with this. This isn't even porn, my guy. Wait a minute. You're that guy that was saying it was porn earlier. The OG Blunter Boys account was made 3 minutes ago. This is the guy. This is an alt account for the guy that was saying it earlier that I was drawing porn. This is an alt account because he couldn't get enough of me, dude. Why don't you come over to my house and suck my cock, dude, if you just can't get enough of me? This is an alt account. The OG Blunter Boy is a fucking alt account for a guy that was saying I was drawing porn earlier. This is like the most simple drawing, dude. What up, the silly? Reported again? Exactly, dude. See, it's a fucking... What a sad man, dude. What a sad man. No, the real Blunter Boy... Okay, I can get your fucking story, dude. I can get your story. I don't have any beef with you. I really couldn't care less. The OG Blunter Boy was somebody who was trying to rage bait and was actually kind of a fucking loser. Whose account they created purely for the means of coming back and insulting me. And reporting my channel. They're probably going to create multiple accounts to report my channel en masse. However, I would suggest that if you're trying to become big, trying to share the name with another YouTuber is not a great idea. If you're going to call yourself the real Blunter Blacksmith, I would just say call yourself the real Blacksmith. But spell R-E-E-L, real. Or you could, here's a unique name, Blacksmith Reels. That's actually not that bad, actually. Like, I'm like actual tips, the real Blunter Boy. Why did you ban him? Why did you ban him? You didn't need to ban him. What? Stop giving Y/N body type. Dude, I don't even know. There's so many fucking people trying to copy the name now. It's insane. The real Blunter Boy wasn't even remotely the same person. Mint. You're fine, dude. I would just honestly suggest changing your name. If you're gonna come in here and chat with me frequently or something like that, I would suggest going with something like Blacksmith Reels or something like that. Go with something a bit more unique instead of the real Blunter Boy, because, like, if at some point, dude, like, it just starts to cause problems when you try sharing the name of other people. Especially because I'm going to be getting, you know, moderated soon, or moderate, you know, like, basically I'm going to start making money off of this soon, and my channel will start being actually, like, shown to the public. So, and it would cause more harm for you if people were then thinking that you were a troll. I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to, like, kick you down, but I do think something like Blackfish Reels. If you're a fishing channel and you're a blacksmith, Blackfish Reels. That's not a bad name. Anyway, I'm going to end stream for tonight. I am a little tired and I am really fucking sick, guys. I have a major headache coming on. So, do your parents know what you're doing? I'm 19, you fucking doofus. God damn. I don't even fucking know what's going on with my parents lately, man. I haven't talked to either of them in a while. Except for my dad, who I'm starting to get back into a relationship with. My dad, you know. Don't take that the wrong way. That came out really weird. Yeah, so see you guys. I'm gonna go to bed now or something like that. Probably go to bed. I'm gonna eat something and then go to bed. I have a major headache coming on, so thank you all so much for tuning in. It means a lot, and that's a bee in my room. I just noticed that. There's a fucking bee in my room. Okay, I have to actually take care of that. All right, see ya. Bye.